Hello, all of my sleepy bears. My name's Chronically Blue. Welcome back to more Sonic Frontiers, Final Horizon, Final Frontiers, whatever you want to call it. We are back playing as Amy. Last episode, we did so much. I'll tell you what. We went after as many Circular Cocoa rings as we possibly could with Amy. But believe it or not, there is still more. There's a lot more. So I'm just here getting used to all the controls, wondering if I can do some of the missions that I wasn't able to previously. I think we're going to be able to pull off of some of them. Just a little bit. So, since we have been able to go through and get the Sai Hammer, figure out how to use the signs, what all it's helpful for, we're only missing getting up to that platform. And if you remember from last episode, those rings will not take us up to that platform, which stinks, I know. But we're gonna have to find some way to get up there. And while I could absolutely talk about how I'm not really feeling it today, no one wants to hear that. In the nicest way possible, no one wants to hear that. There's only two people that want to hear that. One of them is a therapist. The second one is a person that you feel very trusting with and feel a deep connection with. But if you go on about your issues multiple times and you don't see a therapist, that's gonna grate on the friendship/relationship just a little bit. Just saying. It's really helpful to keep those feelings. Oh, I shouldn't say that. It's really helpful to write those feelings down. That's the best way to get them out. If you are seeing a therapist, or if you're planning on it, or if you haven't seen one, write the feelings down. That is the best way to get it out of your system, out of your head, out of your mind. It's really helpful. So, while I don't have anything major going on, the only thing I can say is that I just wasn't really feeling it. But I still pushed through, I did what I could, and here I am. I did everything that I possibly could. Most of the stuff that we have going on here is fully pre-recorded, so that's less work on me, which is great. With the time crunch that I have going on, it's perfectly planned for me. But to make me feel a little bit better, I had a tiny piece of cake. And I also had a big cup of water from Starbucks. So, that's really good. Make sure to drink water. In fact, most of the times when I start to feel a slight headache coming on, it's probably because I'm either hungry or I need to drink water. One of the two. And just for good measure, I do a little bit of both. I have like a piece of bread and some water, or a LaCroix and some pretzels, one of the two. And it tends to help normally. I could also just be tired, or I could need exercise. And both of those are very valid. But I am lazy. The only way I can exercise is with Just Dance. Okay, let's unlock the seeds that we have gathered, especially after the nightfall. And just like that, we immediately jump up our defense and power level. Sweet goodness. So yes, that is very helpful. And here we are collecting more seeds. Just 5 seeds of defense, and that in and of itself is enough to let us go up another whole level. Now, what the conversion factor rate is of the seeds and the level, and how much you need to continue going up, that I don't really know. It depends. I've been playing this game far too long. I do not have the time to go through, start anew, and just try to figure out what everything is again. But since we have gotten the final, hypothetically, Circle Cocoa, we are now just going through and doing a bunch of the missions that we were not able to do previously. And is this one of them? No, we're gonna mess this up. I'm gonna let you know right now, we're gonna mess it up. So, I'm not sure exactly who we're gonna need to do this with, because with Amy, we do have the charged homing attack that is helpful. But due to the inclines, it's really unique, because some of our attacks don't make the ball all the way through to the end. I'm not exactly sure what causes that. We'll figure that out a little bit later. But if you just hold the attack button and wait a second, then you will see the time start to freeze a little bit, and then a heart will appear above the ball once you release it. Like so. It is really good. So, is it possible that we could do it? Maybe, but maybe not at the same time. It really depends, because it's not just the attack, it's also the angle that you started at, the angle that you ended at. It's a whole thing. There's a whole lot that goes on with it, but you can believe that I'm giving it my honest try. But don't worry, in a later episode, I'll be more than happy to go through and redo it with the correct character, as well as get it done correctly. But I'm gonna do it one more time with Amy, not this episode, but in a future date, because it seems like we were pretty close to doing it here. But I was just like, you know what, I gave it a try. I'm just gonna move on, because there's no I'm gonna hit all those in like that short amount of time, so meh. Yeah, as you can see, we kind of messed that up, but that's okay. I'm very familiar with the fact that we're not going to be able to do every single mission as every individual character. That'd be a little overpowered. Which is why we have some missions that are specifically tailored for Sonic, some for Knuckles, some for Tails, some for Amy. It just doesn't tell us who is for who, or what is for what. And that's annoying. To me, anyway. I just imagine, myself included, struggling with one of the missions and just going over and over and over again, and it's not getting close at all until you just get to the realization, you know what, maybe I have the wrong character here. That could be possible. So here, this mission we would need Tails for, because it includes flying upwards. Amy can't do that, Knuckles can't do that, and Sonic can't do that, so there's only Tails left. But it's a good thing that I recognized that little stone pattern before I did activate it, or else we would just be wasting time, and who wants to do that? I don't. I'm here to shave off time, because it is what's helpful. Now, if you are watching this the day that this has been uploaded, first off, thank you. I very much appreciate it. Second off, we have a special thing going on. So what's going on is, it's October. I know it's a bit of a late notice that it's October, but we are getting very close to the end of October. So, we have a little bit of a surprise coming up, and it's going to be, I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be 5 days full of Halloween video games. Now, it's not 3-hour-long videos of me just going through entire games. No. It's gonna be like half-hour videos of me trying games, showing off games that I like, games that I haven't played before, some classics. Just half-hour segments to help all of us get into the Halloween spirit. And if you don't celebrate Halloween, you can still enjoy the little videos and such. There's nothing that says that you have to watch them on the day that they're uploaded. So if you are much later in the year and you're just like, hey, I kind of want to watch that, you absolutely can. So here we have a very unique one where I see 4 torches, one of them is lit. But we have this glowing orb here that we have to maintain our height as well as our speed while chasing the orb, and hold down the square button in order to capture it. And to get this down pat is quite difficult, unfortunately. But don't worry, it will not take long for us to get it. Now, as much as I've been enjoying Sonic Frontiers, I have a feeling. I have a feeling in my bones, including my teeth, that we're getting close. I have a feeling. I have a feeling we only have one more go through with Knuckles, Tails, and then one final one with Sonic, and then that'll be it. In which case, huzzah! Yes, it's really, that was the entire mission, just catch the glowing orb. That was very unique to me. And if you ever want to stop by and talk to Eggman, Tails, Knuckles, whatever the girl's name is, you totally can. They will have a specific dialogue for each character, and they won't really help a whole lot. They'll just tell you, hey, get back to work. I have not seen this, that's just my assumption, but it's a pretty good assumption. I highly doubt any of them are going to assist and just give excuses as to why you can't play as them right now. So, okay, that was a sound, Amy. I hope you're okay. That does not sound healthy. Anyway, we have For the Hollow Week, that's what I'm calling it because it's 5 days of horror games. We're going to go from not scary all the way to super scary. And the Thana video is going up on Halloween Day. And that one is actually my first collab video, which I'm very excited for. It went really well, and I put the names of the people in the description at the end of the video, and it was so much fun. I had so much fun recording with them, and I cannot wait for all of you to see it. I am very excited for it, because I jumped quite a lot. So that's how you know it's going to be good. Because you gotta remember, I jump at the running bush in Spyro 2, so if I'm playing an actual horror game, you know it's gonna be pretty good. I already went ahead and adjusted the audio, so it wouldn't be amazingly loud to blow out your eardrums if you're watching it at some random place. So the audio is more or less normalized for the most part. It does not take away from the screams, it just reduces the audio so it's not as intense screams. Which I know sounds kind of dumb when I explain it like that, but believe me, it sounded dumb to me too, but then I did, I'm like, oh hey look, now it's not super loud for no reason. The best thing I can relate it to is the song American Dream by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, where the lead singing is like a normal volume, and then when it comes time for the harmonies, it's a lot more increased. And despite you not changing the volume, it has increased specifically for the harmony parts. That's a little annoying. With talking, that kind of happens as is. I will speak, and who knows? Words happen. What? I know. But whenever I get scared of something, then it will very much increase the volume, and so I have to go through and reduce it down so that way it is a much better listening and viewing experience for all of you. A much more common universal thing would be is if you're watching an action movie and all the explosions are loud and, you know, bah, 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 and then it gets to the talking and they're talking about the plot and it's like, and it's like, what are you saying? Can you please turn this up? That I just got into the habit of turning on closed captioning on movies because they make the explosions so loud and then the talking so quiet. It very truly annoys me to such an extent. It gets under my skin. But we do have some more missions to go through, and it looks like we're kind of running out of missions actually, which is very nice. Because again, we're trying to get the entire map cleared. I don't care about the skills. I don't care about a lot of the stuff. We're doing the missions and the map. That's it. I mean, sorry, the stages and the map. Everything else I do not care for. I'm sure I brought this up previously, but I did check the trophy store. The heck am I saying? I did check the achievements and trophies on the PS4, and there is no additional trophies for this DLC. So, it shows that this part is completely optional. You do not have to play it at all. But, I've already done so much, I figured I'd go ahead and show this off all of y'all as well. And if you're curious about what I mean when I say there's no additional trophies, if you played Crash Bandicoot the N. Sane Trilogy on the PS4, then when you go through the game, there's trophies for each game, the 1, the 2, the 3, and then there's also the DLC trophies for the additional levels that they have. And that's a great way to tell if there's additional trophies for the DLC, because you will see a little plus sign, and you open it and it'll say, oh, this is for this, and then it'll let you view the trophies, or they will all be hidden. It really depends. Now, we are collecting a few Cocos here. Again, they're just kind of all over the place. These do count towards the Coco total, or you could also just wait for it to be nighttime and start ramping up all the Cocos that you collect. Completely up to you. Now, here's going to be a little bit difficult, and not just because I had sweaty hands during this. We have to go to the dash pad and then just keep going. You can't stop. If you stop or you go the wrong way or something else, it just stops for some reason. I don't know why. It just does. Like that. If you just enter it the wrong way, you're done. So what you really want to do is you want to make sure that you are going in the exact direction of a dash pad. And of course, after a few seconds, then it gives you control of the character again. So that's where it becomes a little bit finicky. But if you just keep going in the general direction of the dash pad, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you're gonna be alright. Now, of course, here I messed it up by breaking up the cycle, but thankfully that is the final time that we're doing that. This hourglass. All these lovely blue squares. Which is funny because Sonic the Hedgehog is a sphere, not a square. In fact, the only one that is a square is Cubot. I'm funny. Anyway. Yeah, as you can see, as close as we get, we do actually finish it. I know. Cutting it really close there. What can I say? We do get another heart piece. And if you are getting upset that I'm calling them heart pieces, sorry, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, Seeds of Power just sounds really dumb. It's a heart. Like, Seeds of Defense, yeah, okay, it does actually look like a seed. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and my 35 attempts of playing Zelda and then only beating one game that's doing it for me. Now, for this one, I'm not exactly sure how to do this. There's a few things that you can do. You can do a double jump and then hold the triangle button in order for Amy to summon her hammer, so that way the next thing that she touches gets whacked with the Psy Hammer. But the game doesn't tell you about that. So what I can assume is that it's probably meant for Tails, considering it's a yellow platform. So you're supposed to use the Psy Blaster on that in order to reveal the hidden detail there. That's my assessment there. But we can tell that just by increasing the attack and defense that she's kind of on a roll. Granted, we don't fight enemies a lot or at all as Amy, but still, it's nice to have that there because once we go to Tails or Knuckles, then we gotta get those again. But the ones that we had for Amy were saved anyway. At least I think they were. I hope so. Right? Yeah, probably. Hello, Coco. Okay, so we're going to use everything to increase the ring capacity. Right? Yep. Just like that, we are all the way up to 99. Now, that's great. That doesn't help me a whole lot. So now we're going to increase everything to speed. And we still have leftover Coco. Here, I've sped you up. You've reached a level even I cannot exceed. I have done all I can. I have asked so much of you. We Coco don't remember much. Most are driven by faint dreams. Some are driven by deep regrets. I'm sure you've made a few like that. All I know is that you keep my desire to keep the Coco safe, and I regret for having once failed them. I'm sorry to ask you even more of my duty, but can you still bring Coco to me as you find them? You truly are a hero. Take care of yourself. I apologize for that. I was inhaling and exhaling at the wrong time. Take care. That happens sometimes. What can I say? Now, while we were going through and trying to find the big Coco King, which keeps sounding like I'm about to go on a rant about Cocoa Puffs, I did want to tell you about a Hollow Week idea that failed. I had the idea of exploring my theory of how the Panic! At the Disco album Viva Las Vengeance was intentionally bad. Just looking at the lyrics for a good majority of the songs, as well as the music video for Viva Las Vengeance, it shows that Brandon Urie is in a really dark place and things just don't exactly get better for him. In the music video for Viva Las Vengeance, it shows that the piano is hurting him. He's bleeding. He's in pain. And as much as I wanted to make that just for the heck of it, because it is a theory I very deeply believe in, I found out that when I did the research for it, it did not show at all. It didn't. Brandon Urie was very happy at the time of recording the album, and it looks to just be a coincidence. But It was that, as well as I don't have a way to save YouTube videos that are not my own, and it is illegal unless you are doing them under fair use, which is to teach, criticize, you know, the important stuff. But because I wasn't using it to teach anyone, and I wasn't criticizing anything, I really felt like it's better to just play it safe and not do it at all, and just do 5 spooky games, from not spooky to I'm scared, because I figured that'd be a little bit better. The only other idea I had was to do a video of Just Dance with, you know, me wearing a mask, because ooh, what's more scary than exercise? Ooh. But as much fun as I thought that would be, I have plans for my mask that I currently have. I just got a bloody hockey mask from Spirit of Halloween, but what I plan on doing is I plan on getting a paint match of the blue in my Chronically Blue logo, and then getting a paint match of the yellow in the CB of my logo. So then the mask would just say CB on it, and it would just be the regular mask, but with a CB on it, and it'd be blue, so it's undeniably mine. That's just a fun little idea I have. I did not have the funds, or the patience, or the time to do that as of yet. And as much fun as I think watching someone play Just Dance is, and hearing them curse a lot, I think, you know what, maybe not. Maybe it's not scary. I know, wild surprise, dancing's probably not scary. Who knew? But, and that's just some of the stuff that I had planned, and I'm just like, yeah, no, let's get rid of that. That's probably for the best if we avoid that. Just saying. Now, I will say that for Halloween, I am bringing a cult classic game. And it is not the Scary Maze game, thankfully. But it is a game that you'll be seeing very soon. And again, the videos are going to go from not scary to really scary. I'm very much looking forward to it. And I hope all of you all too. And these are going to be recorded like very in quick, not recession, not anticipation. What is that word? Very quick succession of each other. There we go, succession. I think so. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Point is, it's going to be done pretty quickly, almost back to back. So that way I have time to edit them, put them all together, and upload them. And then come November 1st, it's going to go back to your normally scheduled Let's Plays. That means Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's going to be Sonic Frontiers. And Tuesday and Thursday, it's going to be Goodbye Volcano High. But thankfully, with that platform that we found another skill point Coco. I'm getting tired of these skill point Cocos. But we did find the Master Coco here. What does he have to say? Talk with the Hummer Coco.
Running out of time. Knuckles needs to hurry.
Yes, Knuckles, how dare you not hurry? Oh look, it's the thing that gave us so much trouble last episode. Yay. Now, there's a few different things that you can try to do here. But what I do is I just get as close as possible and then just do the Psy Hammer, and that works. And then it'll activate a spring. As well as a platform. But if you take way too long, then it's going to go away, like so. But thankfully, because we are Amy Rose and we have the Psy Hammer, we really don't need it, actually. That's right. Just doing that kind of makes it happen, which is very helpful. Amy? Thank you. Hey, rings. That's just what we needed. Okay, we just need a few more rings. Amy? Amy? Turn around. There we go. Oh, speaking, I had to... Oh. I forgot those move. There you go. And there's another skill point one. Alright, I'm doing everything that I can, but when you... I can't be upset that I found all the circular Cocos for Amy. That doesn't make sense for me to get upset about that. I'm just like, hey, I did that. Thank goodness. Now, if these spike balls giving any difficulty, you can attack them with your cards and they will go away. which is something that I did not find out until I hit the square button. Go figure. Yes, be careful about that one. I did hit that one last episode, if you remember. But again, if you just whack your cards with it, then it'll go away. I guess Amy's throwing the cards so hard that it can stick into an apple. I don't know. That's my guess anyway. All these big, beautiful platforms, all these rings. It's lovely. There's nothing like ocean and Amy falling sideways to make me think of October. I'm trying here, I really am. Now, I will say that even though this is not exactly the most October game ever, I still enjoy it. It is still a very nice game, and I haven't had too many issues with it this time around. Like maybe just a little. Oh, that's out of my ears. Hello? Oh, that's thunder. Oh no, that's a garbage truck. Oh, my heart. Okay, ooh. So, to take you through that little event that I just went through, I heard like crackling sounds, and I thought it was thunder, which almost scared me because, you know, electronics plus thunder equals no bueno. And then I look and I see that it's actually a garbage truck. I'm like, okay, that's a lot better. I do not want to lose the stuff that I've done. That would make me very sad and not happy. And if you are a YouTuber yourself, just double check. Just before you do anything, before you delete anything, before you record anything, double check. Like, it might seem redundant. Just do it. Just give it a quick little double check. See if you've already recorded the audio for a video that you swore you didn't. See if the gameplay is there on your device before you start recording the next episode. Make sure that you did export the audio of commentary before you start recording a new one. Just double check. It has helped me many times. And the amount of times that I would watch people giving like tips and tricks for beginning YouTubers, and I would just be like, yeah, whatever, I don't need that. I would then need it, and I was like, well, that would have been useful negative 50 minutes ago, but here we are. So again, it's just helpful in order to double check stuff, especially if it's digital. With physical stuff, it's kind of hard to miss. Like, I know you might wear the same pair of pants every day to your job, but it's kind of hard to not feel the wallet on your front side or your back side or your keys around your neck. Just saying. I feel like that'd be a little hard to miss. Or you can just be like me, if you are very good at forgetting stuff and losing stuff, and just get a backpack. And that has proven to be very helpful for me, because I don't have to think about, oh, well, did I get the stuff? Did I not grab the stuff? I'm just like, yep, it's my backpack. I put it in there last night so I didn't forget. That's about the only useful thing I learned from high school. I know that's horrible to say, but it is the truth, unfortunately. Now, Amy is having some difficulty going up this tower. I'm not too sure why. We're not good at it, so, you know, don't know what to say, you know? We're trying everything that we can in order to get up here, and it is... Oh, hey, there we go. And what is this? Is this a circular coat? No, it's not. It's him. Okay. Thank you. Well, thank you.
Thanks for handling things, Amy. I'll take it from here.
That's great. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next Wednesday. Goodbye, my CP Bears.